Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for the sign of Capricorn for June 2021. I'm filming at the end of June, so this message is not necessarily time specific, but it is what messages Spirit would like to bring forth in the month of June, and we still are in the June vibration, my friends. So keep in mind this is a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, my friends. Go about your day, but know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and it lies within you, my friends, at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. So use your power to do wisely and powerfully as well, and in your own glory. So for all my subscribers, I just want to say as well, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. And guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to see more of this, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. As well as my friends, if this message resonates, if you like it, help me out. Give it a thumbs up. Let's circulate this message to more people who may need to hear it. So I want to take a moment as well to call in Spirit. We're going to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and my team of light, as well as any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. They are here and are welcome here as well. So I'm going to ask these guides to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, as well as the most far-reaching. But again, messages that are only for the highest good of all of you guys. No second-rate messages here today. I do apologize if the lighting is a little bright or weird in spots. The overhead light is right above me, so trying to make the best of this. But I do apologize if it gets weird or if there's glare on the cards. So I'm going to start off today with a Messages of Life Oracle by Mario Duque. I do just want to say they mention God a lot in these cards, and take that how it resonates for you. If you feel like God is an appropriate word, take that. If you feel Spirit is, Source is, Almighty, All-Powerful, whatever it is you want to say, the Wizard of Oz, whatever it is to you, just take it for that as some higher power. So let's see what Spirit would have you know. So wow, that's falling. Oh, that too. But this, I saw this, which says, love appears. I discover who I am, appreciate. I'm going to put those ones back. But before I was going to go farther, what I was going to say is this message could be something that definitely is happening right now that you're going through, or it could be a situation from the past, a past life even, or something that hasn't happened yet, but this is a heads up or kind of an understanding about an issue. So I want to read to you Love Appears. It says, I do not dwell upon my pain. I stop fighting against the things that have hurt me. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. Through my desire to stay in the light of my being, God will send his helping angels so that love and peace find their way to me. Love appears. And what I'm hearing is also it's in the strangest of places. It's also in divine timing and when it's meant to happen. So you always hear these things, you go looking for love and it never happens, or it's in all the wrong places, instead of focusing on who we are and building ourselves up, because this is going to bring these relationships into being. And many of the times when we meet our soulmates, when we meet the loves of our lives, we are taking care of ourselves. We are being wholly and authentically us, because that's the vibration that we're pulling to us. So there's a match. It says, I stop fighting against the things that have hurt me. Rise up, my friends. When we hold on to those things, or when we allow ourselves to be jaded even in the idea of love because we've been hurt before, we're just setting ourselves up for failure, and we're limiting the amount of love that we can have within our life, and it's because of our limiting belief systems. So growing. And we still are in June. This month, the flower of June is a rose, and it is here. And it says, each day I nourish myself with the light in order to grow in divinity. Through the messages that life brings me, I study my inner being to improve myself in the eyes of God. I am here to learn and to grow, not materially, but at a soul level. I find my balance between material and spiritual worlds, and I free myself of inner conflict. Much like this one says, you're looking for the love and understanding that's going to help free you from your duality. This as well as asking to help be freed from these inner conflicts, which is similar. And we have God sustains me. I cease to worry about what might happen to me. What I heard is you gotta have faith. Oh my gosh, and they're singing like George Michael in my mind. For some of you, I like the Limp Bizkit version better, but because you gotta have faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. You say, please, please don't go away, because you're giving me the blues. Baby, and I know all the words you say. Okay, so for some of you, that song may resonate, but it got stuck in my head. So I cease to worry what might happen to me. I turn each day over to God and put an end to my inner turmoil. I welcome things as they are without resistance. I keep moving forward even if I sometimes feel alone. I know that the love of God sustains me. Now once more I find my greatest strength, faith. They still are playing Faith in my head. Before this river becomes an ocean, I'm going to pick myself up off the floor. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, my friends. So what I'm going to do actually is ask Spirit beforehand. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. And there it is again. I discover who I am. I no longer put myself down or see myself as having limitations. I discover my inner wealth and become aware of my true self. I am in touch with all of my needs and am not concerned about the judgments of others. I marvel at the beauty and all the possibilities available to me as a being of light. I learn to recognize what is divine in me. And this is really important as well, I think, because faith, having faith in yourself, having faith in spirit or the divine, that there is a plan in motion and that you're here on this earth for a reason, that what you've been working towards is going to come into fruition. These are the kinds of things that we have to put our effort forward, yes, but we also have to have the right mindset and be in a positive mindset and have faith that what is meant to come to us will come to it at the right time. Just like this love, it's like, you can't hurry love, right? Oh, you'll just have to wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. This is one of these things I think that there could be a lot of even needing to grow or having learned where you've grown in relationships as well. And they're taking me to back to this, I discover who I am. And to stop putting ourselves down and to stop seeing ourselves as having limitations, that's also really important as well, because if we're doing that, that self-sabotage or self-put-downs, we're stopping the good flow. We're stopping the abundance coming to us because we're telling ourselves we're not worthy of that, and you absolutely are. So I'm going to bring a message now from the Keeper of the Light Oracle for some helping or supportive energy that'll be here for you that Spirit would like you to know about. So we have Kali Ma, facing fear, my friends. I heard it's go time. Big, massive changes are afoot. And again, this is a place where you can have, I heard the words constructive feedback. So some of this as well could be, you have the power to change, you have the power to grow. There's a lot of things that, having constructive feedback and bouncing ideas off each other or off other people can be very, very valuable. And I feel like it's important here as well when you're facing your fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Release the fear, because love appears. Bridget, inner strength, carrying that inner heart fire with you wherever you go, making sure that you're fueling your fire so that when it gets to wherever it's supposed to go, it's still burning beautifully and brightly. It's not just some dying ember. It's bright and full. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power, right? You've got that power, my friends. And Lord Ganesh is here with infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. And if you're ready for a change, if you're ready to go and face those fear, if you're brave enough, but it's not about bravery. It's about when the time is right. But Kali Ma being here as a helping energy, some may find this scary, yes, because she is the bringer of, she's got death all around here. But this is also a celebration of life as well. The third eye open here. I feel like it's about being reborn, because it's reminding ourselves, maybe this is even an integration or initiation into the light, into spirituality for some of you, that I think it's like once our mind grows, once we start to learn and have faith, however it is, when major spiritual changes are happening, and that is even having faith in yourself, having faith in a higher power, and stopping the fear. Again, too, with this stopping the negative put downs and stuff like that, what would happen if we just loved ourselves wholly and completely and stopped putting ourselves down for the things that we think are wrong with us, instead started seeing the things that are really good within us? I think that would change there's an altered personality or altered perception. And it's not necessarily an altered personality, but it could be that parts of you that have kind of gone to sleep, the more you embrace this change and disconnect from the fear energy, the more you're going to feel more alive and enlivened. Spirit's reminding you, ask Lord Ganesh to be here to help you, to remind you of the infinite abundance in your world, and that is available to you, and that it is your birthright. Hold on to your inner strength. And know that sometimes we may have to go through growing pains. That's the message that I'm getting. So I'm going to move on a little bit. They want me to show you the bottom of the deck here, which is Soul Expansion. And I always say his name wrong, but it's Mahapatur Babaji. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. This is really important as well, because once you go a little further down the bunny hole, right, or down the rabbit hole, things start to be... It's like you find out and unravel mystery upon mystery and upon mystery, and all these connections could exist, and it may be a little bit overwhelming as well. They want me to read you a little bit from the book for Kali Ma. So it says, this is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just an energy, and an energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience, but the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there. But this is the space for love and miracles to enter. You're being filled with the courage of spirit now, so that you can move with this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. And Bridget's here showing you the way to nudge you along with your own inner strength, going, you know what, that bravery, it's inside you. That willingness, it's inside you. That powerfulness to create change, it's also within you. And your ability to draw infinite abundance to you, that's also there as well. So believe in yourself and know that over the next, I heard, few months, you're going to be going through a lot of major changes, a lot of soul expansion, as well as with Dharma unfolding under here. Your path is being illuminated. You're being shown the way. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Go towards what fills you up with joy and fills your heart up with love, and what feels right for you. With Kali, she had that spiritual eye open, and once you open that spiritual eye, it's not something you want to shut again. So listen to your spidey senses, is what I'm hearing, guys. I'm going to bring a little tarot wisdom now. I have the Muse Tarot. We'll see what Spirit has for the sign of Capricorn. Please, what messages do you have for Capricorn for June, the end of June, or going into July? Whenever this message encounters you, or you encounter it, whenever it's meant to be shown. Spirit, thank you. You have the Seven of Inspiration. You have the Devil, which Capricorn, that's your card. And you also have the Queen of Voices. So this could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It could also be your mindset right now being at a very high vibration. I heard there could be a little bit of cunningness, and I heard speed. There may be a need for quick thinking. There is also definitely a need for clear thinking. So this is thinking quick and on our feet, but also clear and decisive in our choices. And also I heard making sure that our actions align with those choices, so that we're not going over in our head or creating anxiety or, mental instability because we made the wrong choice. We want to make sure that when we're making choices, it's what's for us. The Seven of Inspiration here as well is Scorpio. Got this. It's about pushing away the external darkness to preserve and create your own light. And I think this is important because this is about our power to do. This is where our creative resources go. And this is not being confused by everybody else's action plans, not being confused about their inspiration or their desires or their ideas, and going forward with what we want to do, because we know that there is something good in that idea. And we're going to block out any of the negative distractions or any of the negative energy that could be harmful to our project, and just make sure that we are an autonomous whole being in this. This Devil energy, I'm going to actually, Spirit wants me to read you a little bit from the book too, because this is a little bit different than most of them. So number 15 with the Devil. So, I mean, this could be, definitely lots of things. It just could be you showing up, Capricorn, and there is, I heard like a blockage between you and another person, which could also be this air sign. However, I think that more so this is just a portion of you. You could also be, what I heard is, in business with or contemplating business with someone, and that this is almost like needing to remain an autonomous part of, if that makes sense to you guys. So what this says is addiction, bondage, being manipulated, or feeling stuck in the confines of your story, needing to loosen up and have fun, liberation. If you feel like you are being confined in that narrative, your own story in your mind, this is where this Queen of Swords comes in, and your mind needs to become a little bit clear and rational thinking. And what I also heard is, I heard the word discarded, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's more detached in the way that you need to look at or think about a situation. It's slippery servitude. Definitely could be bondage, or if there's like a codependent thing here where the other person's negativity is what's needing to be shut out in order to preserve your light. Approaching their, I'm going to hold it up. Approaching their potential downfall, they begin to play with the strings of temptation. How wonderful it feels to break free from the monotony of the everyday. They dance and sing and stir their mind with an aphrodisiac of the spirit. But when it is time to return, they realize they don't want to drop the strings, nor stop the music they can finally hear. So they go on. Too soon, the slippery slope of desire arrives, and they find their arms lifeless, like puppets. Yet they have to keep moving. Swaying listlessly, they blame the devil for their plight, even though they are the ones pulling all the strings and leading their endless dance. The muse asks you to see your self-imposed shackles in order to find your sovereignty and freedom, and to rewrite your story so that you may step into your truth. For you, divine weaver, are the keeper of your own beautiful soul. And it says, who is the devil but my own choice, a capture or her strings? Who is the devil but my own voice, the one who never sings? And if you guys, that's the part that sing is important, because it's also about using our own voice and just finding joy in self-expression and who we are. So this also, to me, says, yes, go after the things that are beautiful and sensual and tempting, but making sure to keep everything in balance. And this is where this logical mind needs to come in as well. Tell me more about the Seven of Inspiration, please, Spirit. Could also be that, like, it's been like a codependency here of just needing approval or seeking approval. And here's where you're at a point in this beautiful juncture going, I don't give a shit if you guys like who I am, right? I don't care. Push it all out and own your own sovereignty and make your own decisions, right? It's not the idea of the devil made me do it. No one else made you do it, right? This is where we have our choices in our world to decide how we act and how we want to behave in this world. You have the muse of voices, which would be the king, but in this case, it is the muse. It is everything. It is spirit, it's source, it's creation, it's that spark of life of our headspace. Very important as well, because I do feel that there are counterparts here. This could be, you could have air in your chart as well, so it could definitely be another Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You have the Ten of Inspiration here as well, which is about things are no longer so hard, putting down that hard time, carrying one jar of magic through the desert, or we can use our team of oxen or cows or whatever they are here. I think they're ox. But this is also not worrying about resources, because you know that this is the fruits of your labor. This is what you've put your work towards. So if you've been working towards something, it's all about to pay off. There's something here though. It's at like, it could be a couple. I feel like there's a lot of the I discovered who I am is in this as well. There could also be like, it's just that I heard like an ending as well to heard a friendship or relationship, depending on for some of you. And this could be where this muse of voices and the queen of voices, the devil here being on your side, but this also being like, well, you know what, in your mind you are now, it's at peace, because both masculine and feminine aspects of you are whole within. You have the Four of Inspiration, which would be the Four of Wands, and 1111. This could also be as well. The Priestess was here. She was in the reverse because I feel like some of you may not be paying attention to the signs. Some of you may also not be, I heard, listening. Could be vice versa too, that you feel like the other person isn't doing that, or it could be like, I feel like with the Two of Inspiration or Four of Inspiration and the Priestess here, there is a spiritual bond. This is, I almost heard covenant, but it's not a covenant, it's an alliance. These four people here, they're all sharing their ideas and working together and helping build. What I'm likening this to, okay, in some ways, this Ten of Inspiration reminds me of everybody having to work together, because if one person is going to haul back all that water from the desert, they're going to frickin' kill themselves or drink half the water before they get it back. But if everybody shares the load and works together, it's not going to be so hard. And it almost feels like now there's a real understanding in the mind of what's made things hard, how we can fix it, and what bliss actually needs to look like and what it can look like. And here's also where I feel like for some of you, if you feel and acknowledge your divine feminine within yourself, regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, it's going to help you out a lot, I feel like, because it's again getting in touch with that Kalima energy of opening up to that third eye and really seeing things as a bigger, wholer picture. You have the Seven of Materials here in the reverse as well. And if you see this one, she's able to take her time walking, picking the flowers as you go. For some of you, I heard you may not be offered the luxury of time in this situation. There may be some, I heard, quick advances or quick movements. And this is where it is thinking quick on your feet, but making sure those choices are right for you. So 2 sevens are here, the Seven of Inspiration, the Seven of Materials. This one also is, like I said, sometimes about waiting, taking your time, or not sure if things are ready to pick yet, right? Wanting to make sure they're right before you pick it, taking stock of what you have. And I feel like this is the point where there may be blocks to that part. I think with the Priestess, though, you're going to have an idea of what I'm talking about. So the bottom of the deck is the Muse of Materials here as well. So definitely could be an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But this is, like I said, seeing the big picture along this journey, right? Going towards the big, beautiful roses in the sky, it's taking those leaps as well, because I feel like she's walking over the bridge. Let's see. I also heard like this could be bridging the gap for some of you as well. Whatever changes are going to occur are going to make you feel really grounded and really stable and very sure of yourself. And I feel like I'm hopeful that it's like whatever stuff has kind of hurt your self-confidence in the past, that's kind of the stuff that we're going to be able to drop. Because I definitely feel as though that's some of that devil energy here. So the Muse of Materials. So this is abundance, earth energy, life, material success, the journey of creating prosperity, being able to provide for those you love, the joy of life well lived, grounding into the earth, gratitude, comfort, wealth, health, happiness, and dirt magic, my friends. Any of you guys who have a green thumb, or if you'd like to garden, get out in your garden, because all those trace minerals come into your body as well, and they're very helpful. And there's a whole lot of magic that you can grow with dirt, right? Flowers are magic as well. You can heard like they're like little spells, but it's little spells to help the birds and the bees and to help you feel happy. And also I heard to help you feel more alive, because you can smell these things. They're absolutely beautiful. So hopefully that made sense. I'm going to end with one last message from the angels here. This is Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue. Thank you. And you get celebration. As well, that Four of Wands, if it's still here, is also sometimes about marriage. So in this case, there are four people. They're all kind of sharing. It looks like it's a marriage of minds. But there definitely could be sort of celebrations. There definitely could be as well, because like I said, with the King and Queen, or the Muse and the Queen of Voices, there is definite counterpart energy there. So you could be definitely experiencing like a wedding, but it's also asking you to celebrate the people that you love, celebrate the people in your life, the experiences that you go through, and celebrate all the good things, and celebrate everything you can, because otherwise life is going to be kind of boring, right? Why not celebrate the fact that we're here and we're breathing every day? One last message. I think I saw emerging, which is because it's your time to come out, and it's your time to shine and to discover who you are, and to put the most authentic version of yourself forward with this love appears. Because whoever this is, or whatever situation this is, whatever counterpart energy it is, even if it's just you becoming whole within yourself, that energy is love. And it is, if it's you becoming whole with yourself, finally that's the love you deserve for yourself. Otherwise, for some of you, there's a major relationship that is either coming because of all the growth that you've done, or that you are growing within right now. So Spirit also brought nature. Get out into nature. This is a place you can quiet your mind, get in touch with your soul, get in touch with your thoughts, and see that things are bigger than you. Study was on the bottom. It was in the reverse though. Today's the last day of school where I am for my kids, and it's like, you don't need to study anymore. But for some of you, this just may be like making sure that you're keeping your mind sharp and occupied and taking. So, so if you're interested in something, read about it. Just keeping your mind active. So that's the message I have. I hope it resonated. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.